It's week 8 of the 2041 season. And we've got the Condors. Creative quarterback. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Condors and the Golden Eagles. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup and looking around and hearing this crowd, they're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, a day 3 pick in the draft this past April.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. This one from 47 yards out. No issues there. This one is good. And the Condors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Golden Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And this will be incomplete.
These are game-changing opportunities, Mike. And at this level, when you have a wide receiver that open downfield, you've got to connect. And in this case, he just flat-out missed them. And we're talking about a massive play had they connected. But instead, that's a mistake he's going to wish he had back. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Condors offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. This drive will start on the ground, and this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. That his first touchdown this year. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 7, Condors 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Condors offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. Back to the air again on second and 10. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but Mike, you're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The Golden Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw over the middle going to be caught by Franklin. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come to the line now on second and 2. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's going to be good enough for a first down as he takes it close to the 20.
First down, Golden Eagles.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. And he is going to score! A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's their punter now, as he is on to kick it away. Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Condors offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Condors offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's Harrison. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. I'll give on the ground. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap. He'll the pressure too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Kicking time for the Condors. The punt team is out there. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down,
out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, They're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They motion a receiver right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll turn and hand this one off. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The home team's offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's a toss as they look to run. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
He'll try to hit him with a screen. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll throw here on 3rd, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Condors offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. They'll send their tight end left. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
The PAT, up and good. And the Golden Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's James. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. 2nd and a yard. Sending a receiver right. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of
Here's 1st and 10.
and the Virginia Beach first down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Now a give up the... Oh, he coughs up the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here's James. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Condors offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Back to the air one more time. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Condors getting their punt team out there. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase?
And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. That's not going to work at all. They'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So now this team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Big play coming up. This is third down. Open man left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get about 5. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Condor. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense ready for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Tight end going in motion here. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Condors offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now he takes off. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Taking off, and he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll run. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Off he goes. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
The Condors offense ready to take over once again. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. There's that man again, another catch. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's a run going left. They get 18 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win for our visitors. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.